Right, so welcome back to another video. This video is basically a breakdown of a trade that I took, which made me around 2.3%. Put it there for you, you can see it. So NZDCAD sell. So let me break down why I entered this trade. So in my previous video I actually did sort of break it down on why I was entering this trade, but I'm just gonna go into it a little bit just once again because it is such a simple trade, and trades like this are the ones that I look for every single time, and these are the cleanest, are the easiest, and yeah, I'm just gonna basically get straight into it. So as you can see here, I've got weekly bullish, daily bearish, and 4-hour bearish. So if I'm to take a sell, the weekly, daily, 4-hour, so they are the only time frames I sort of look at to do my top-down analysis. And if, say, the weekly is bearish, daily's bullish, 4 hours bullish, that is a bullish time frame. So there's 2/1. So I would not be looking for sells, I would be looking for buys. So but in this case, weekly is bullish, daily is bearish, 4 hours bearish. So I've got 2 bearish over 1 bullish. So that means I'm looking for sells. And on the daily, we can see that we've got a nice head and shoulders pattern up here. So a head and shoulders pattern, I went into it in my last video, but I'm going to go over it again. So basically it means as you're on an uptrend, so price is making higher highs, higher lows, price comes to a stop because it does want to reverse. So what happens is we usually go like this and then we shift structure. So that little pattern that we've got there at the top, that is what we call a head and shoulders pattern, because you've got a left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. Now this is only a confirmed head and shoulder when we break the neckline of the head and shoulders because obviously when price is coming up to it, and then when price is here, we are still bullish because we haven't broken below this recent higher low. So here we are still bullish, and then finally we're confirmed bearish once we've broken below this recent higher low. So now this is the recent lower high. Okay. So basically that what a head and shoulders is. So it's basically price wanting to change trend, and that's exactly what it's done here on the daily. So we've had the head and shoulders, we've broken below the neckline, and what have we done? We have retested it perfectly, giving us a beautiful lower high on the daily time frame. Now at the start of the week on Sunday, price gave us a pullback, as you can see here, but obviously I didn't get any sort of confirmation that we do want to go to the downside. So obviously I went to the 4-hour time frame, and we have got a very clean structure here again, because this is the recent lower high, and this was the lower low. So price pulled back towards the area of interest, but I didn't get my entry signal around here. I actually got my entry signal around over here, which I will show you guys right now on the 30-minute time frame, I believe it was. So yeah, what it was, so we had price came up to my area of interest, and we've got another head and shoulders pattern here. So I don't know if you can notice, but this here, that is my head and shoulders. So we've got the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, break, and then we had the retest of the neckline here with the evening star formation candle. So that's basically telling me that price wants to change direction, and it's also retested the EMA line there. So my EMA settings are 50, so that basically means, so it's an exponential moving average, and that line is the 50, so that's like the 50-minute average price. So that can be used as support and resistance. So that's exactly what it's done here. So we've broken under and we've pulled back, retesting the 30-minute EMA, and then the 15-minute I got my bearish engulfing candlestick. So we've got another clean head and shoulders there, break, retest, also testing the EMA on the 15-minute, and we had the bearish engulfing. and that is where I entered. Obviously we did go into drawdown, but that is totally normal in this game. Like, that's why you've got to have your stop losses in important positions, because these highs here got taken out and then we just reversed. And I know a lot of people, including myself not long ago, would have had their stop loss just above this high here, and then it would have tapped me out and reversed, and it is very frustrating. But then price has done that. We've literally just let it ride, and price has smacked TP. So my original area of interest to where I wanted to get out the trade was this area of support here, because obviously we've shown that price rejected it very strongly. So usually price does it again the next time, but we've absolutely broken through it, and then we retested it using it as resistance, and then we've completely dropped down. So what I did was went to the weekly time frame, and you can see the previous weekly structure here. And that's where my TP was. So I got out the trade at a 123.8. Now overnight I did go all the way to a 124.2, but I was sleeping. So but yeah, I wanted to close the trade there. I do see potential in this trade to drop even lower, but I don't really want to be in this trade for much longer. But we can see on the weekly how there might be a potential left shoulder head and another right shoulder forming, but obviously that's potential. We've got to wait a bit of time to see what price does. But you can see how the bears are in the market clearly, because on the weekly you can see the top wick is very, very small, and usually that means there's a lot of bearish, there's a lot of sellers in the market, so price could completely sell off. We never know. But I'm going to keep my eyes out on this pair. I do see a pullback happening on the daily to potentially pull back to these areas here to then give us another lower high. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to keep my eye out. But yeah, this is a very, very simple trade. It's so easy once you've got the hang of it. And it's also retested the 4-hour EMA. EMA is a very, very important, really good confluence in my trading. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say for this video. Please do drop a comment if you want to ask me any questions.